You can measure the size of a person by what makes him or her angry. I will continue my path, but I will keep a memory always. Create your own miracles. Do what you think you cannot do. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. Everything has its beauty, but not everyone sees it. Feeling guilty does not set us free. Being equipped sets us free. We all have two lives. The second one starts when we realize that we only have one. If a man takes no thought about what is distant, he will find sorrow near at hand. The truths that matter most to us come always half-spoken. A petty thief is put in jail. A great brigand becomes a ruler of a nation. Success is defined in units of fun. It's all about being happy. At some point, we all look up and realize that we are lost in a maze. If you don't build your own dream, someone will hire you to build bears. I believe in spectacles, but I think eyes necessary too. Great knowledge sees all in one. Small knowledge breaks down into the many. The superior man understands what is right. The inferior man understands what will sell. You endure what is unbearable, and you bear it. That is all. There is no instance of a nation benefiting from prolonged warfare. The moon and the stars shine, even when the clouds hide the sunbeams. Take care with the end as you do with the beginning. It shocks me how I wish for what is lost and cannot come back. What is right is not always popular, and what is popular is not always right. Stay quiet about your goals. Soon your results will do all the talking. If you appreciate the small things, you're likely to get the big ones. The only real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing. It's what's in yourself that makes you happy or unhappy. It's faith in something and enthusiasm for something that makes a life worth living. Only he who has no use for the empire is fit to be entrusted with it. Every second alive is the greatest gift we will ever know. We humans are more concerned with having than with being. Anger dwells only in the bosom of fools. When your intentions are pure, so too will be your success. Freedom is the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. Life is a full circle, widening until it joins the circle motions of the infinite. Hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard. The man who has forgotten self may be said to have entered heaven. The higher we soar, the smaller we appear to those who cannot fly. We cannot change the cards we are dealt, just how we play the hand. Don't fear big, fear mediocrity, fear waste, fear the lack of living to your fullest. If I have a platform and a voice, I should use it for my people. Vulnerability is the least celebrated emotion in our society. Death is unstoppable. One must face it as a fact of life. It's not the men in your life that matters. It's the life in your men. Old ways won't open new doors. Appear at points which the enemy must hasten to defend. March swiftly to places where you are not expected. I knew it like destiny, and at the same time, I knew it as choice. Do more listening than talking. Talk more about them than about you. Growing up is losing some illusions in order to acquire others. All religions, arts, and sciences are branches of the same tree. Forget what hurts you, but never forget what it taught you. Reason is, and ought only to be the slave of the passions. The only limits for tomorrow are the doubts we have today. It's good to do uncomfortable things. It's weight training for life. Where the army is, prices are high. When prices rise, the wealth of the people is exhausted. They don't actually want you to do your own thing, not unless it's their thing too. Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. Stay calm. You've been through this before. You'll get through it again. Don't be afraid of failure. This is the way to succeed. Nature's pleased with simplicity, and nature is no dummy. If you correct your mind, the rest of your life will fall into place. I shall allow no man to belittle my soul by making me hate him. When you trip over love, it is easy to get up, but when you fall in love, it is impossible to stand again. Be not afraid of going slowly. Be afraid only of standing still. Success, for most people, requires unlearning as much as learning. Do not fear the thorns in your path, for they draw only corrupt blood. Until death itself comes, no calamity need be feared. Abundance is not the absence of scarcity. It is the presence of abundant mentality. Wisdom comes not from age, but from education and learning. They can't tell so much about you if you got your eyes closed. Earth's crammed with heaven, but only he who sees takes off his shoes. We can't become what we need to be by remaining what we are. If at first you don't succeed, remove all evidence you ever tried. Ignorance is the night of the mind, but a night without moon or star. As for methods of prayer, all are good as long as they are sincere. Nothing isn't better or worse than anything. Nothing is just nothing. One who is too insistent on his own views finds few to agree with him. What seems to us as bitter trials are often blessings in disguise. Attitude is a little thing that makes a big difference. In my deepest wound, I saw your glory, and it dazzled me. We must live together as brothers, or perish together as fools. So the important thing in a military operation is victory, not persistence. Being unconquerable lies with yourself. Being conquerable lies with your enemy. Kindness is a language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. If it keeps you happy, keep it quiet. I'm glad I see with my eyes and not the pages I've read. There are routes not to be followed, armies not to be attacked, citadels not to be besieged, territory not to be fought over. This place has only 3 exits, sir: madness and death. A whetstone, though it cannot cut, may sharpen a knife that will. Do not look for healing at the feet of those who broke you. To succeed in life, you need 3 things: a wishbone, a backbone, and a funny bone. I'm not going to die. I'm going home like a shooting star. Life is a succession of lessons which must be lived to be understood. Don't complain about the snow on your neighbor's roof when your own doorstep is unclean. Hence the saying, the enlightened ruler lays his plans well ahead. The good general cultivates his resources. There is no wealth like knowledge, no poverty like ignorance. The sidelines may be safer, but life is played on the field. What you do is what matters, not what you think or say or plan. Mist to mist, drops to drops, for water thou art, and unto water shalt thou return. Forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza. One day you will wake up, and there won't be any more time to do the things you've always wanted. Do it now.